Hey everybody, today we're going to be making Milanesa de Pollo with Salsa Verde and homemade tortillas. And we're going to go through each step on how to make this one of my all-time favorite dishes. In fact, this is the very first Latin dish I ever tried. So let's get started. We're going to start with the Salsa Verde because that takes a little while to cook. Okay. For this, you're going to need one poblano pepper, one medium to large jalapeno for the heat, 4 medium to large tomatillos, an onion. You only need a quarter onion, a few cloves of garlic, and a little lime for flavor. Okay. So let's start by preparing the vegetables. Okay. There's a couple ways you can do this. Today I'm doing it the easiest way. I'm just gonna decore them just a little bit. So you can take these vegetables, you can throw them on the grill, which I love to do. We don't have a grill here, we don't have a place to put one. You can put them under the broiler for a few minutes, about 5 until they start to get black on the outside. And then after that you put them in a bag and they steam with their own heat. Or you can do it the lazy way, which also makes a really good salsa, and just kind of boil them until they're soft. Okay. Try not to make a mess with your seeds like I'm doing right now. And for the tomatillos, what you really need to do is wash them off and make sure the hard end is gone, because that will not crush well or taste good after it's been cooked. Most of the time you can just pull them off. Sometimes they stick. I can't get that one off. So. And I was able to get it off the rest of these already. Add your warm water. Let those cook and steam. Get ready. So we're going to put those to the side here. Take our onion. We'll need about a quarter onion for this dish. I'm terrible at cutting. I'm not a professional chef. So don't judge me. We're going to crush this up anyway. Best I can do. And then get your garlics ready. Push that all to the side. I love lots of garlic, some people don't. I think 4 or 5 cloves of garlic with this amount is a real good quantity. And it just turns out just great flavor. Let's give that a rough chop. Again, no need to do anything fancy. We're going to be crushing this, blending it anyway. Now we got our vegetables ready. Let's move on to the actual Milanesa, okay? So there's a few things you're going to need. You're going to need breadcrumbs, and you're going to need your egg bath. Spices for your breadcrumbs. Today we're going to use just a little bit of the chicken bouillon, some cumin, black pepper, and salt. And you need some type of device to flatten the chicken, else the recipe doesn't work. The flat chicken is what makes this extra delicious, okay? The easiest way to do it is to take a chicken breast, put it in a bag, and then crush it, and then we're going to go from there. Let me spice our... So, there's no real measurement on here. Do it to flavor. I just add a little bit of the chicken stock, chicken bouillon. Cumin, spice of life, Mexican cuisine. Fresh cracked black pepper. I might need it. The fresh cracked salt doesn't make a difference. Salt is salt. It doesn't get better by cracking it fresh. But it was cheap at Walmart. Or Costco, wherever they get it. Give that a good mix. Okay, once you have that ready to go, you can start crushing your chicken. Once you have your chicken flattened, you can move on to the breading. Take out your bag. And then apply it to the egg wash. Make sure you get completely covered. And then from there, let the excess drip just for a second. And then to the breading. Make sure you get complete coverage. And then from there, go into a pan, medium-high heat, a little bit of oil. Next piece. Be sure to keep the chicken away from any vegetables, as you will get some contamination. Good coverage. Chicken. Some oil underneath here. Get that started cooking. Leave it on first, not all the way on. We don't want it to get soggy. We're going to want it to cook for a little while, but I want to get a crisp on it first. Always wash your hands after dealing with raw chicken. And then you're immediately going to be working with raw vegetables. You will get sick and be miserable while you're the day after when you're vomiting up the delicious Milanese that you just cooked. Okay. Now that that's cooking, you can take your veggies off the heat. Now, there's a lot of different ways you can do this too. We're going to do it today the old-fashioned way with the mortar and pestle Molcajete here. Okay. Get the tongs. And see right there, the skin is just starting to fall off. That means it's ready for good crushing. Okay. Cooked and soft. Again, skin is coming off, ready to be crushed. We'll start with that. You add, obviously it's too much to do all at once, you add in as you crush. Try to keep your hands out of the worst of it. The motion is down and spin. Down and spin. Look at that. Turning into a beautiful green salsa already. It takes a little bit more legwork, but you get great flavor out of it this way, I think. Look at how perfect golden brown that is. If you're using the cast iron grill especially, once you have both sides browned, you put a cover on it, take it off the heat, it'll finish cooking excuse me, with the residual heat that's in there, and that way you won't burn the chicken. Let's move on to the last ingredients of our salsa. Okay, put in some garlic, some onion, oh man, this is smelling amazing. Okay, and a little salt, of course. Okay, and some lime. If you want to add a little bit more extra tang, I'm not going to do this today. I'm going to make it more Tabasco-like flavor. You can add in a little bit of vinegar. It depends on the dish you're making. These limes are dry. But just a little bit of lime, I think, gives it the zip and zang it needs. And then start to crush in your non-cooked ingredients. This will leave it with a little bit of chunk in it as well. We'll get the full flavor out of it while leaving a few chunks in the salsa. Oh yeah. Now that is going to be tasty. Now that we have our masa, we just pinch off a little ball, roll it up quickly in your hands, and then go to your tortilla press. So you do not need one of these. You can roll them out with just a rolling pin. We've done that before. They don't turn out quite as pretty, and it sure takes a heck of a lot longer time. On your tortilla press, which you can get at any Mexican market, and it costs like 15 bucks, you wrap the bottom with plastic. You can wrap the top with plastic too, but we find that using a little bag like this makes it a little bit easier. Set your ball of dough in the center, bring the tortilla down, and you have one tortilla. You just peel it off gently. And throw it in a medium-high pan to start cooking. And then you make some more. Alright, let's see what we got. Ooh. Fresh tortillas, Ava. Fresh.
And hot.
Look at that. Oh yeah. Ooh.
Yummy.
Extremely yummy. Oh yeah. That is what we're talking about today. Oh. Unbelievable. Mmm. Oh god. Mmm. That's perfection. That's Milanesa de Pollo with homemade tortillas and Salsa Verde. Thanks for watching.
Piggy piggy.
What's with your Milanesa? What sauce did you use? Did you use the green salsa? What'd you put in it?
Ketchup.
Ketchup. Perfect.